make assumptions about an area, especially when people's like, well, I would never go there. Let me tell you a little secret about you not coming to Dumaguete. No one cares. Well, we are back. Finally. It is taking me a while to get this camera back out and just start talking. I couldn't believe how much harder it's gotten to do this since I gotten back to Kentucky. But here we are, back in the sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets. It's miserable, I ain't gonna lie. What I wanted from Dumaguete was a little bit more confirmation of what might happen by vlogging, what might happen by spending more time there. And I had most of my assumptions confirmed. I met some people, good people. Could have met a lot more if we was going to stay just a little bit longer. A lot of appointments we could have met, a lot of potential dates that we could have had that we just kind of ran out of gas. We just, the energy flow started to come down, ready to come home, ready to eat different food again, ready to shop at a grocery store we're familiar with, let our daughter run and play where she's familiar. A lot of things that could have happened, almost happened, but didn't quite happen. Some other things did happen. Made some friends, made some acquaintances that over time could easily develop into friendships. A lot of the guys out there who always comment on all the videos, I'm watching, I notice those things. I see those names popping up on each video. It does mean a lot. It gives a little bit of energy to keep doing it. The very beginning of this was a long 20-year or longer run of YouTubing or whatever it turns into in the future. The friendships we make over the next year or two, it started with this first trip. It's kind of interesting to see where things might develop.
It's been since mid to early November since I've started this thing. After living in Dumaguete recently, I thought how much fun this thing would be in the Philippines. 200cc little Coleman. I'm guaranteeing this thing to start on the first pull. This thing has been awesome for 3 years straight. Haven't had any issues with it. You turn it on, choke it, first pull. Oh, God, you look bad. Second, guaranteed second. There you go. Hasn't started since November.
There's just some things that are abundantly clear as you get older. For some, it's more so than others. But for me, this cold weather, I'm just over it. Can't do it no more. It's literally just like a refusal to deal with it. I know I can't move to Dumaguete yet and live permanently. Well, I still got family situations I've got going on back here, but oh man, you want to talk about a puzzle I got to figure out. I cannot live in cold weather anymore. It is unbearable. It's demoralizing mentally. It is just utter depression to be back here in this weather again. The feelings of, you don't recognize it when you're somewhere like Dumaguete, going to the boulevard every day, but in the little subtle ways, the music was on in the headphones and just like not caring who sees you, just bouncing when you walk, tapping your foot a little bit, just feeling the energy. That's not for everybody, but it was for me. And you take it for granted. You're back here. I ain't heard a song yet that's made me tap my foot. I've been to the gym every single day and I've done my best. Not my best, but I've done a lot of work in the gym and I cannot get to the sweat stage. Lifting hard and running and jogging and jumping, I can do that without breaking a sweat. And doing it in the Philippines, the sweat just came. It was so much easier. The body's in a different state. Here, I can't even get into the gym right now. I'm trying, but it's still in the 30s and 40s every day right now, and it's just a different feeling. Energy levels are so at odds with each other. I don't like this feeling of just getting through your days. But then the whole complexity of being in Dumaguete, it's not really home until you have a home. So that's really where I'm at in my mind right now. Is like, if you go back to the Philippines right now, it's going to feel like it did the last time. You love it, but it doesn't feel like home. Until I have my own spot that is mine and a place where I kind of pick and choose how it looks, sounds, who my neighbors might be, better than renting, you know, an apartment or a condo. It's not going to feel right being in Dumaguete or anywhere in the Philippines. You know, hotel living, it's okay for a couple days, but that's it. I want my home. And if I go the building my first house route, because I could build it, I'm capable of building it, I'm not scared of trying to build it. I don't care what all the naysayers say. Those people have an own, you know, they got their own category in my mind, so I don't pay much attention to them anyway. So it might be best just to buy the first house on a rush sale, or somebody who didn't finish it, or they didn't put in all the extras yet. So you're not overpaying for a lot of features that you could put in yourself. And just being honest, I don't need anything fancy anyway. But just having your own spot that's yours, a place to park a car, because I really don't want to be riding my wife and daughter around on scooters very often. Oh, hello. Welcome to Kentucky. Welcome to Kentucky, where it's freezing. Heater.
Where's my kiss? I love you. Step.
It's hot in the Philippines. It's cold in Kentucky. My Kentucky life. No one's interested in my Kentucky life, let's be honest. Nobody cares. Dumaguete is home. When I see other guys out there consistently, constantly in the mix of what people call the drama of Dumaguete stuff, listen, these guys are trying to be these guys. They're trying to be top dogs. They're trying to be, no matter how much they act like they're not, they are. You know, when they interview people down on their luck, they need views, they need likes, they need donations. They like being the center of that because now they get to portray an image. It's just images. Sometimes it may be true, sometimes it's not. But don't be fooled. Everybody over there who's doing, you know, Mark, when he got in a fight, he knows he's going to go talk about that eventually. And if he doesn't talk about it, everybody else is. It's not going to be a secret. If you're going to a coffee shop where people are giving you stuff, you know how many coffee shops are in Dumaguete? In Bacong, in Valencia, there's coffee shops everywhere. If you're going to one coffee shop every time, knowing that there's people hanging out there that you might not like, you're doing it for attention. So it's okay, and it's okay. I work out for attention too sometimes. I like it. I like when people stare and watch what I'm doing. I'm not stopping and watching what they're doing, they're watching me. So that's, you know, we all got that in us a little bit to some degree. It's okay. But when it comes to the point where you're doing it to where literally you might become the most hated person in the Dumaguete region, you might want to rethink that. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's worth it. Who knows? But I don't know if I'd like vlogging enough to take it to the point where my name was synonymous with the most hated vlogger in the region. That would be funny. I don't know if it'd be funny. I don't know if I'd like to live in that spot. Couldn't imagine being in this town and everywhere I went, 50% of the people looked at me one way or the other. You know, when my daughter's got a long run ahead of her while I'm finishing out my years, yeah, it's a little personal seeing people, you know, make assumptions about an area, especially when people's like, well, I would never go there. Let me tell you a little secret about you not coming to Dumaguete. No one cares. No one cares if you're coming. No one cares if you don't go. No one cares if you posted that you're not coming and your reasons. No one cares. Dumaguete's doing just fine. Ain't no, you know, Western vlogger going to come over there and cause enough people not to come. But they do influence a few. But I don't know if you heard about the Chinese New Year recently that they had over there in Dumaguete just a few weeks ago. You know what? There's more than white people hanging out in Dumaguete. There's other cultures in Dumaguete. They could care less about what you vloggers are doing or what the other vloggers are doing. If you don't want to come, don't. No one cares though. If you come over and you make some friends and you got a little stamina in you and you stick it out long enough to understand why it's a great place to be, then you'll be one of the few that understand it and you'll love it. There's a lot of videos going around about why expats are leaving Dumaguete or they're leaving the Philippines. Listen, it ain't the Philippines that's got the problem. We all know the world is filled with people who are, health conditions are different, staminas are different, their expectations are different, and you went to a third world country and thought it was going to be easy? No. Philippines, for the right type of people, is amazing. And I guess I probably should make a whole video about that. There's a lot of people coming there. You're going to a sauna. I mean, it's 85 degrees every day in most places, or hotter. And you don't like the sun? Don't get on the plane, don't come to Philippines. Philippines is hot, and some people love the heat. Personally, I love the heat. If it was any cooler, I probably wouldn't be looking at the Philippines. I like it hot. I like the way I eat when it's hot outside. I like the way I hydrate and exercise. So for me, it's perfect. Other people find the same reasons. They love the swimming, the snorkeling, the diving, just all the activities outside.
Daily wisdom. You got a groundskeeper, teach him how to do this. That way you never have to do it again.
I used to tell everybody, you know, you need to go to the Philippines. It's a great place and everything, and it is. But I'm definitely going to be more selective with who I tell to come to the Philippines. It is not for everybody. Most people are in a health condition. Philippines is awful for you. I mean, the idea that you're going to drive a scooter in the city, not likely. You'll probably get, you know, in your accidents like a lot of the expats are doing. A lot of the vloggers I watch, they've all had accidents. The heat is real. Not many of you can deal with that. You're going to stay indoors in your little condo or your little rental. You're not going to like that very much. I tell everybody the same thing. If you're going to the Philippines, you better start doing some walking. You better do some exercise. You better learn to just relax a little bit because it ain't going to get easier in the Philippines. But if you got a good attitude and you really understand what you're walking into, for those people, they know what the Philippines is. You don't need to tell those guys. You know, it's okay. It's not for everybody. It ain't hurting my feelings. I know what the Philippines offers. And if you went to the Philippines trying to meet vloggers and trying to hang out with vloggers and, you know, going to the coffee shop, sitting around with 20 old men sitting at a table all staring at everybody that walks through the door with their sourpuss faces, that's your own fault. You could have went somewhere else and saw smiling faces. I can't tell you how many people want to go hang out at the coffee shops with these vloggers. Those guys don't want to talk to you unless you're going to make them any money. A few do, but not many. Most just want the vlogging, the clicks, the likes. You're nothing but an interview or a story, or they're not interested in you. Any vlogger or friends of vloggers in the Philippines, they've been dealing with vlogging stuff. I mean, it's nauseating to them. They don't care about it. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to know about it.
Move!
All right, that was a good first day.
Farmers will be out there planting here soon, but we got to get reorganized. I need this space this year. So we're going to have to get all this firewood out of here and reorganize this old wood, scrap wood. Got a lot of little chicken coops I can make with my leftovers from my shed. There's so much to do. I can't even begin where to start. How you guys doing out there? Oh man. I have tried to vlog for the last few weeks and I have not been able to do it. I turned this camera on and there's nothing there. Don't matter if I had a script, don't matter if I had a good idea, it was not coming out of my mouth. I am trying and trying and it's kind of like a medication or something. It just ain't working. No matter what I do, how much I take, it ain't doing nothing. Being back home has been a real interesting mix of feelings. While I did really miss Kentucky, It's abundantly clear the energy is gone already. I haven't been here 2 weeks. The music don't work. The sun, even though it's out right now, it is 40 degrees. It ain't helping a damn thing. Man, you just been talking about from one feeling to another. It's hard to really accept it sometimes. Right now, I'd probably be on the boulevard, listening to some music, just bouncing up and down. I know I'd be sweating, running, feeling good, energy just flowing, thinking about the chicken and rice, or what I was going to eat, where we're going to go. And now it's back here. The energy is flat. We got to figure something out because this is not going to cut it. All this is nice. I see the news. I see what's going on out there in different parts of the world, many parts of the world, including here in America. And you come home to this every day. Appears to be mostly safe, secluded. There's a price to pay for seclusion. Being on your own, and you're not going to have any neighbors say hi to you here, that's for sure. Go walking. A lot of people like that, though. I mean, it's got its moments. When you see what's going on in the world, it feels good to look out your window and be like, yeah, I don't have that happening here. So, there's elements to this that people like, but I'm not 75 years old, counting down my final days and just need to be safe and hidden away. I'm 50 with what I hope to be many decades still to go. And this is just boring. It's safe. I like it for my daughter. Yeah, she's 5, but she's got no friends over here to play with right now. She can come out here walking and running, and nobody's going to stop by and play. It's got to be the grandkids. You want to talk about a mixed bag of mental games playing with yourself. The last month in the Philippines, I was kind of done. I wanted to come home. I wanted to spend time with my son, start planning for this season. Well, that ain't working out. He's young. It's not his fault. He's got to figure out his life. And that's part of being young. He'll figure it out. It's not on my time schedule. I'm just impatient because I'm running out of time. So what if we did vlogs like this, guys? Instead of sitting at a table and you staring at my back wall, I just sit out here and talk, cook. Would that be a better format? Here at my brother's restaurant. Gonna get something to eat. Ain't been here in a while. It's been several months. Everybody's in sweatpants, sweatshirts. Amish there built my brother a little apartment on the second floor, and that's actually a storage unit down there on the bottom that he uses for storage for all the supplies and everything, but he made it look like a little old western town type of thing. I want to give a big thank you to all you guys out there who stuck with me for a little bit while I'm obviously really raw at this and not very good at it yet. You can tell I don't have a script. I come out here with a bunch of thoughts and I throw darts at the board and I hit what I hit, and it's like, you know what, I can do better than this. And I'm going to. Honestly, it's just a lot of stuff going on, and we'll get better. It was year one and still, haven't even done it half the time. It's not even 3 months yet. December, January, and end of February would be 3 months. And as you all know, I've only done it about half the time. So I'm ready to hit 2024 a little bit better. I follow a few of my friends back in Philippines that good vloggers. We're at different points in our life, so it's a little bit harder to do some of the videos that they're doing, but I admire them, man. They're working hard. They're doing a good job. The other guys I've met, I'll probably try more about this on the live stream tomorrow night. Some guys that have been really generous and polite and, with a good job, Jay, or good work, keep going, wishing well for the family and everything. Really appreciate those. Those are definitely noticed and appreciated. Hopefully in time we'll get to know each other better. This whole vlog for me is not about being, this is my channel, welcome to my world. My world's kind of open, if you're decent, human being with basic manners, my world's an open door for people. You can come in, we can talk, we can get to know each other, share information. Ain't nothing but time in front of us. So I know a lot of the guys I was talking to, they're in my ballpark range, 40s, 50s. Not everybody coming to the Philippines, a senior citizen, in that category, there's a lot of different people coming to the Philippines all the time. And, the more that's going on in the world, people like myself are trying to figure out how to get there a little bit sooner than normal. And I think we're going to probably have to buy a house there this year. I don't think I'm going to be able to build one and feel comfortable about the situation like I'd like. So I think I'll be on the lookout for a rush sale or something going wrong, emergency sale house, something you can get pretty good price. Finish it up yourself with a place that you can at least rest your head, use the bathroom, put your luggage, get a car, actually go car shopping, get something that you can drive, feel a little bit safer with your family inside. So we got a lot of stuff going on this year. I got a season to get ready for. I'm not sure how many of y'all want to hear anything about what's going on here, but everything going on here definitely relates to exactly what's going to go on to the future of the Philippines. And being in the Philippines for as long as we were, I'll be honest, I'm ready to have a really good season because everything I do here is going to pretty much go right back to the Philippines. Look at that truck. You like that green truck over here, Carrie? Look, over here behind the thing. Here it comes. Look.